In a world divided by nuclear confrontation, Mrs. Gandhi felt it necessary to confer with world leaders. She was as honored in the United States as she was in the Soviet Union.
Mr. President and Mrs. Reagan, to me, every journey is an adventure, and I can say that this one is an adventure in search of understanding and friendship. We have no global interests, but we are deeply interested in the world and its affairs. Our hand of friendship is stretched out to all. One friendship does not come in the way of another.
While she was in the Soviet Union, she met the two prospective Indian cosmonauts. She was excited, indeed thrilled, at the training that the cosmonauts had to go through, taking man to the planets and perhaps someday to the stars. How she must have missed Jawaharlal. Since India won independence, there was never a more clear expression of India's appreciation of the world situation than that expressed by Indira Gandhi at the Conference of Non-Aligned Nations in Delhi.
President Castro, Your Majesties, Presidents, Prime Ministers, Excellencies, distinguished guests, non-alignment is national independence and freedom. It stands for peace and the avoidance of confrontation. It aims at keeping away from military alliances. It means equality among nations and the democratization of international relations, economic and political. It wants global cooperation for development on the basis of mutual benefit. It is a strategy for the recognition and preservation of the world's diversity. Development, independence, disarmament, and peace are closely related. Can there be peace alongside nuclear weapons? Without peace, my father said, all our dreams of development turn to ashes. We are here because we do believe that minds and attitudes can and must be changed, that injustice and suffering can and must be diminished. Our world is small, but it has room for all of us to live together and to improve the qualities of men and women of all races and creeds in peace and beauty.
Within India, the Prime Minister was deeply concerned in regard to communalism and regionalism. In her last address to the nation, she spoke not happily, but with distress.
किसी धर्म में ये नहीं है कि लड़ाई करें। हर धर्म ने भाईचारा सिखाया है, प्रेम और करुणा सिखाई। और उस धार्मिक रास्ते पे अगर देश चले, तो एक नया समाज हम बना सकते हैं। हमें याद रखना है कि ये जब आजादी का दिन है, तो आजादी केवल एक दफे पाने से रह नहीं जाती है, हर समय उसके लिए लड़ना होता है।
जिसने लाड़ किया है माँ से, नेह का जिसके पार नहीं है, प्राण रहे हैं प्यासे, चंदन है माटी में।
In the last week of October 1984, she went to Orissa, where she seemed to apprehend her death.
मैं नहीं रहूं, और जब तक मुझ में सांस है तब तक सेवा ही नहीं जाए। और जब मेरी जान जाएगी तो मैं कह सकती हूँ कि एक एक खून का खतरा जितना मेरा है, वो एक एक खून एक भारत को जीवित करेगा।
The very next day, she was assassinated. On her 13th birthday, Jawaharlal had written to her, "We are not afraid of what we do and what we say. We work in the sun and the light, and I hope that you grow up a child of the light, unafraid and serene and unruffled whatever may happen." Goodbye, little one, and may you grow up to be a brave soldier in India's service. And that is exactly what she was, a brave soldier. In the words of Guru Nanak, the ray hath merged in the sun, the wave in the sea. The light hath merged in a greater light, and life is fulfilled. Sometimes absence and presence are relative terms. Indira Priyadarshini is not here, and yet she is here in the hearts of the people. What more can one say?